Don and I are getting ready to head to the garage. He's out there pulling Ruby out and, you know, finish up what we were working on yesterday, plus a few other things on our list. And I'm thinking about what to make for dinner. Number one, I have started some pork loin chops to brine, to marinate until I'm ready to cook them. The recipe goes something like put them in brine for 4 hours, pan sear one side in a cast iron skillet, flip it, stick it in the oven for 400 degrees until they're at 145. That's supposed to lock in the juices, so I'm gonna try that. And then the other thing I've done is I've opened up a couple cans, small cans of tuna fish, added Sir Kensington avocado mayonnaise, which we're trying for the first time, and we like it. We were using a different brand of avocado mayonnaise, but I can't get that shipped from Amazon unless I want to pay like $20 for a bottle. So we switched brands and we're happy so far. But I added some green onions, some garlic powder, pepper. Yeah, I think that was what I added. So I'm gonna let that chill out in the refrigerator for a while. I like it when the onion flavor sort of dissipates and permeates throughout the tuna. So when we're ready to come in for our appetizer, we'll have something ready to go tonight. I really do like this mayonnaise, and here you can see the tuna. And here are the pork chops. I'll come in and flip them. The one closest to me is a little thicker and sticking up, but the rest are pretty submerged. Well, we've got probably 5-6 hours till I cook them, so we're good. My poor baby girl, she wants to know where all this extra human love is because, you know, Don's not sitting on his couch all day anymore. He's out in the garage, and she's actually getting less human interaction than more. Hi, Mittens. The only one that likes to hang in the room with Johnny is Mittens. Big boy, Midnight, and Nighttime, the little black cat. Minnie Mitt. They get fed up, cooped up in the back green room, the game room, pretty quick. But Johnny will come get Mittens in a bit. But sorry, sweet girl, you'll just have to wait till we come in later. Ruby's pulled out. Makeshift table is set up. Dogwood trees are still looking gorgeous. I feel a little heat off the roof today. Yeah. Not hard, not bad, but a little bit. Right. So Don just had these temporarily mounted, and he is permanently mounting them now. I guess we did decide that right where they were is where we needed them to go.
Yeah, pretty much. I did double check the level. That is correct that I did do that. But yes, I would agree that where we had them is where they're pretty much going.
Yeah, you can see it's only, what, 66, 68 up here. However, what I'm feeling is the heat like up near my head. Kind of radiating off the roof. So I do suspect by this afternoon it'll be a little hotter. So you know, Don's an engineer, and he's a continuous improvement kind of a guy. When he was at IBM, the management liked that about him, and you know, he's that way in real life too.
Yeah.
So tell us what you did.
Well, you know, I had this channeled 2x2. I didn't have enough of it, and so I had to get the sides the right length. I had, you know, one was like 40 inches and the other one was like 34 inches, and I needed 36 inches. So I took 2 inches off of one and added it to make it longer. I don't know what I did with that block. I think I threw it away already. But I really didn't like that 1.5 inch little scab.
That was going to bother you every time you saw that gate for the rest of forever. It wasn't right.
So I decided that I was just going to cut the long, whichever one was the long one, to whatever. I removed the block and then measured and cut it. So the long one, they're both the same length, and there's no little add-on piece now. And so, you know, so it's going to be an inch and a half shorter, but that'll give you room for your toe to go underneath it.
Right, kind of, Don said, kind of like when you're standing at the kitchen counter, to get close enough to the counter, your toe should be able to slide underneath there.
Yeah, there's a toe kick, little recess there.
Yep, same sort of a principle applied here.
So
wasn't going to change the safety of the gate or anything.
I thought I had T-brackets, but I don't. So I drilled the holes, and I put 2.5 inch long drywall screws here,
Yeah, I see.
I drilled it carefully not to split the wood. I pre-drilled the holes. And so this is now, I don't think that's going
It's
anywhere.
not going anywhere.
Right, so...
But you're still going to put L brackets on.
Oh yeah, I've
at
got
the
L
top,
brackets
at the bottom.
over there. Right, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's because it's just like, I don't have a 6-inch, you know, I'm sure they have such things, a 6-inch drywall screw, which is what you would need to go through this 2x4. But,
all the way into there.
but
yeah.
But with that channel cut in there, it's hard to hit it. The meat of the what remains. So,
right, and not the
right.
yeah.
So in fact, when I mount this, I'm going to mount it towards the back edge because the channel is like half.
Again, otherwise you'd hit the channel.
That's right. So
did your Band-Aid come off, or did you boo-boo a second finger?
I knocked my knuckle. No, this is the Band-Aid from the other day. And I got a boo-boo here, and I got a boo-boo there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But,
yeah, projects. I've lost almost every nail I had, so. Yeah, they're now fairly, well, they're long compared to some people's, but they're now fairly short.
But I've got this clamp. This bottom piece is not nailed back on. I took the nails out and everything, and and I had to cut that off. Of course, the lattice work is now an inch or so shorter, and it goes down in the groove. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go on and sand it again. For lack of a better way to say it, it sort of turned out a little better than I anticipated. So I guess
so you care about it being sanded now.
So now I'm going to sand it a little bit more.
Okay. Now clematis over here by the back door, looking really nice too. Yep, Tux has got a great view of Don working. I'm so proud of Don. He's putting away all of his special tools for that project before we move on to the next thing.
Right, I'm a good boy.
So one of the things we did was move a Google Home Mini from Johnny's green room, game room, out here to the garage, primarily so Don can use Google to listen to his podcasts out here without having to go through his phone. Wanted a better speaker. And Kiwi had previously sent me this silicone wall mount. It's magnetized here. I have one for a dot, same sort of thing, also from Kiwi. Anyway, you can get these on Amazon, and it worked really nicely, I think. And I have gotten it on garage Wi-Fi instead of the Wi-Fi in the green room, which is R2D2. And so he's all set to go. So one of the things I told Don was that this shelving unit back here, I had cleared off the top of it, and I was hoping we didn't need to put stuff back on it because it would be another good table for Lego League to stand at.
It's got a bunch of holes in it though.
Right, it has a bunch of holes in it.
Totally holes.
So Don used again another free piece of scrap wood we had lying around.
Masonite. Painted, and it's actually
so it's
painted.
Pretty flat. It's pretty smooth. It's not perfect, but it's really good. And then he put this edge around the outside here, this trim piece of plastic
90-degree plastic, yes.
Yeah, and so that it's smooth on the outside to people leaning up against it. And then there was a little bit of J-channel left lying around. So I did the side and the back with that so Lego pieces won't go rolling off. That was my thought, is that, you know, my coach hat comes on and I start getting a little perturbed when I hear Lego pieces rolling on the floor. So anything I can do to help keep them near the kids and up on the table is a good thing.
And then?
Yep, and then Don was worried somebody was going to get hurt, and we had put a piece of foam around it, and that was an okay solution, but Don and we like this solution a lot better.
I made a knob.
Right, so you cannot hurt yourself on that, you can't hurt yourself on that piece of metal up top. So I think we're good. I think we're good. We can use this as a tabletop. And if we need to put stuff on it, you know, we can. The things we've done won't hurt our ability to put stuff on the shelf.
I agree.
So here he is. He's leaning on it. He's putting some weight on it.
Oh.
And you can see his little toes sticking through down there, like he said. It would be just high enough to stick your toes through.
Yep.
So Don got the corner brackets on and everything. He's going to put one more trim piece right on both sides between the lattice work and the 2x4. But we had to order a new tip for his nail gun, so he's going to do that after those tips arrive, probably Friday. And so we're setting this to the side.
So what's 55 divided by 5?
55 divided by 5 is 11.
Now we're going to fill in this hole over here. We have some slats that apparently came from IKEA. We took a piece of like a fabric band that was holding them together, made it look like a Venetian blind, but surely something out of wood wasn't a Venetian blind. So anyway, we're going to use these. We've got 10 of them, and it should go all the way up and down on this side. So Don took that 2x4 brace down, and we're going to put these up here where A, it's easier to put them on, and B, they'll have, you know, the 2x4 to stop them from going anywhere.
Oh,
and then, no.
Am I going to fail the test?
No, you're not going to fail the test. We had marked them on the other side, and so Don's just carrying the markings through. The marks represent the center of these, we'll call them slats.
Yeah, they're 11 1/4 inches apart. According to Alexa, if the math's bad, it's Alexa's fault. Here's my girl. She's helping me out here. She's using power tools.
He let me use the drill today.
Show him how to. Yeah, baby.
Woo! Woo! Added 8 slats here. They're approximately a foot apart. That's close enough. Don says it ain't moving. It ain't going nowhere. It's solid.
Them youngins ain't gonna fall through there.
Nope. Well, we had a pretty nice shower. Line of storms come through while we were in the garage. It's going on 6:30. Don's got the mail with his glove tan. Johnny will be out any second to do Taekwondo. And I'm going to cook dinner. Well, the house smells really good. This is a corn, sausage, onion, cheese casserole. And here are those brined pork chops over here in the cast iron skillet. It's going to be yummy. I am headed to the environmental park and then to put Ruby in the garage. I wish I got my drive in before it got so dark, but it is what it is. We would not leave Ruby out all night, and I just want to spend the polka stop so I don't lose my daily streak. Good evening, Ruby. Just look at all the stuff that's been coming down out of the trees onto the driveway. It looked like it was raining at one point today. Yeah, raining pollen stuff and seed pods.